All right, guys, good morning. I have been enjoying reading all of your information, the things that you shared about yourselves yesterday on day one, and I hope that you're enjoying the group too. So today is day two, and today we're going to talk about what exactly is a Beachbody coach. What do we do? What would you be doing? A lot of people think that as a coach, you have to be really fit, in good shape. Your nutrition has to be perfect. You can't mess up because you're giving advice to all these people. But that is totally not true. That is not it at all, I promise. My Facebook page some days may appear like I have it all together, that I don't make mistakes, or that that I'm always on top of my game, but that's not true. I share the good and the bad. Am I better at it now than I was a year ago? Absolutely. And that is because of coaching, because of the accountability. But, if you especially go back to the beginning of my journey as a coach, or even as a challenger before I became a coach, I did not have it all together. I was still just trying to figure out how to make this work for me and for my family. I wasn't terribly overweight. It was in decent shape, but there was definitely room for improvement. I mean, as there always is, but especially in the beginning, there was definitely room for improvement. I still ate things that weren't good for me on a regular basis. I was doing better, but I still didn't stick to my meal plans like I should have. I was still trying, like I said, to figure out how to make this a lifestyle. But I knew that even though it wasn't pretty, I wanted to share this with other people, and I wanted to help them get started. There are still weeks that I really struggle with old habits. Not just totally giving in to my cravings and my temptations and just going haywire with it. It's a journey for the coach as well as the people that we're trying to help. So, there's no perfection here. You don't have to be in the best shape of your life to become a coach or a nutritionist or a trainer. You can be those things. That's great, but you don't have to be those things. And honestly, a lot of people relate more to someone who doesn't look perfect, who's just starting out, who's trying to figure out how to make this work for them, as opposed to those who know so much about how to do this. This is definitely a come and join me journey, and not a look at me journey, okay? Another thing is that my coaches are my accountability partners. My challengers are my accountability partners. This is not just about sales and marketing for me or my coaches. We're sharing, sure, about these products that we love so much, that have worked for us. I can't begin to tell you how Shakeology has helped me physically, and even mentally, guys. I talked about my PMDD yesterday, and it's the clean eating, the exercises, and Shakeology that has totally helped me. So I'm not just trying to sell something as a coach. I'm just sharing about things that work. I know they work. I can attest to it. And we really just become advocates for what we love, for products that we love, for these challenge groups. We're passionate about it, and we just want to show others how they can succeed as well as we have. So once I've set somebody up for success by helping them find a challenge pack, a workout program, Shakeology, I run these online challenge groups. They're a lot of fun. They're interactive. Sometimes they can be kind of emotional when people struggle, or when they realize that, hey, I can do this. I am doing this, and it's exciting. If you're part of a challenge group, you probably understand what I'm talking about. But challenge groups are the heart and soul of what we do as coaches. Okay, it's yes, the challenge packs, programs and the products work, but challenge groups are where the magic is kind of at, and that's where we really jump in as coaches. If you think about it, you can probably relate to this. So many times people start a workout, or they commit to eating healthy, and they do it for a couple weeks, and then they just stop. And they're missing that accountability portion of their health and fitness. And that's what we do as coaches. We provide support, we provide ideas, recipes, encouragement to keep going on those days that are really tough, and encouragement to get back into it when you do completely fall off. And these challenge groups do the same thing for me as a coach. I've never ever stopped being a challenger. Even though I coach and I lead other people, I'm still always a challenger. It keeps me me accountable to my fitness, my workouts, my nutrition. I share honestly in our groups whenever I mess up or whenever I don't hit the goals that I'm reaching for. And don't worry about these challenge groups. You won't have to run your first one by yourself. I promise. That's what I'm here for. If you want to, that's great. I'm a person that learned by doing, so I learned pretty quickly to do my own, and I loved it. I used the resources that my coach gave me, and I will provide you with the same resources to run your challenge groups when you're ready. But don't worry about having to do that. We'll talk about all that stuff in our new coach training when we get started. And finally, um, another part of coaching is sponsoring other coaches. So often, in these challenge groups, there are challengers who just stick out. They're passionate, they're excited, they encourage the other challengers, and they see results themselves. And that's probably why most of you guys are here in this sneak peek too. But you will be mentoring coaches to do these same things, to run challenge groups, to stay on track with their goals. And this is one of the best parts of coaching to me. I love a lot of things about coaching, but the relationships that I have formed with my coaches and my challengers, with you guys, with coaches who live all the way across the continent. People I never ever would have met had it not been for coaching. I'm inspired daily, and it just makes me happy to have these relationships and these friendships. So that's what coaching is about in a nutshell. If you have any questions about what I've talked about, or if you have any questions that I haven't covered, just post below. Message me, post below so everybody can see them. That would be great. But I am just going to end that here, and we will pick back up tomorrow, okay?